Come on, Crawford.
You talked about how you could throw your hands. I know you're a big boxing fan. Crawford, Canelo coming up. Ooh. Who you guys got? Ooh. Don't take the easy road out on me. Give me your prediction.
Listen. In our gym, Crawford sits right there, and Canelo sits right here. That's why you play the game. We're gonna find out. But I'll say this, and I love Crawford. Canelo's a bigger man. He ain't never been hit by a man like this, but Crawford's a great, great fighter. One of the greatest I've ever seen. I love Crawford. I try to be like him. I love Canelo. I can't call it. I won't call it.
When is the fight?
13th.
September 13th.
Who you like?
Okay.
I'm going with Canelo, man.
He's just,
Canelo's
because
tight.
he's a bigger dude, I don't know, but Crawford's a great fighter. We're going to find out. I'm glad Crawford finally has a fight.
I must say, you can always tell the level of how big a fight is when they start to have these conversations on a cordial level when it comes to celebrities. That's one thing, that was one indicator that let me know how big a fight was, is when it's casually talked about, usually when boxing is not even brought up. You know, so more people are paying attention to this fight than I even thought, you know. And that's Denzel speaking on Terrence Crawford. And that was a cool thing to see. And I wish these guys would talk about boxing more often and not just be casual fans, the flash in the pan, you know, you just going with the casual matchups and stuff like that. I say that because, you know, these celebrities, they have a voice, and sometimes they just tune in on a casual level and they say things that's very casualistic, and they put the wrong thing out there about really not being fans, but just being a flash in the pan fan. But I've seen Denzel at quite a few fights and games, so you know, it's all good. One thing that I wanted to say, number one, I would have to say this. This is one of the reasons when I say that most black boxing fans are the best boxing fans, because you guys don't hold no racial bias. You know, you really don't, meaning you reserve the right to pick who you want to pick. Now, this is the thing. If you get another celebrity up there, a Latin celebrity or something like that, they wouldn't do what Denzel did, or not even close to it. They're always going to side with the Mexican, or they're always going to side with the Latino fighter. And that's one thing I even have to give Latinos. To be in front of a camera, you guys never go against your own. But I don't think because y'all got such great unity, I think because y'all hatred is that strong. That's why y'all do that. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, you got to give them credit, you know, for holding it down in front of camera, because hell, even if they have one person that might say, you know what, man, I think I'm going to go with Canelo. His homeboy going to nudge him. You know, like, bro, what the fuck? And then he going to change his mind. Okay, all right, you know what? No, I'm going to go with Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like, they keep each other in line. That's why I say understanding racial politics is key. But that's neither here nor there. We know how the game works. I want to talk about something that people ain't paying attention to, because you're really not paying attention to Terrence Crawford's mentality, okay? Now, first of all, Terrence Crawford was birthed and born and built for this type of situation. What do I mean? The doubt? I mean, he's been doubted all his life. When he said that, he wasn't joking. You know, he's been doubted all his life. You know, people been trying to put him down and saying what he ain't all his life, starting from his mom. So this is nothing new to Terrence Crawford. And one of the things he lives for, as you can tell, is proving people wrong. Okay? Now, one of the first things that he's going to do when he step in that ring with Canelo, and I already told you this, is to show Canelo that he's not the smaller man. He's the bigger guy, and he's going to push him back. Okay? That's one thing that he's going to establish from jump. He's going to let you know that he's the bigger man, he's the bully, and he is the ring general. I know that from off Jump Street. Okay? But the way you guys are talking, and even when Denzel say, I don't know, I can't call it, even though Denzel was trying to be politically correct, he wanted to go all out Crawford. But you know, politics, you know what I'm saying? He's in the movie. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You can't turn away any fan base, you know? And in boxing, since this is such a racially charged sport, you know, you got to tread a little lightly. But nonetheless, I told you his mentality going into the fight and how he's built for this situation and how people doubting him and stuff like that. I actually love that for Crawford because it makes him perform better and it makes him more eager to get in there and do what he wants to do. And that's one of the things that I like about Crawford. He wears heart on his sleeve. That's both a good thing and a bad thing, you know. But with all these people talking about Crawford and this and that and blase splee, little guy, blah, 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 blah. If I know Crawford and if I know his mentality, which I'm very familiar with, I know one thing. Crawford's coming from somebody. Crawford is coming for something that nobody has ever took from Canelo. Okay? That means with the way you guys are talking, not only is he going to establish that he's not the little guy, not only is he's going to establish that he's the stronger guy, Terrence Crawford is just not going to settle for a win. He wants to take something from Canelo that nobody has took. Terrence Crawford wants to stop Canelo. I'm telling you that right now. When Terrence Crawford steps in that ring, I'm letting you know for a fact, his goal is to stop him. See, he want to take away he want to take something from y'all that y'all can't never try to take back. And he also wants to go into a territory where nobody has left their footprint and nobody has full on just stop Canelo. Just full on stop him, made him quit on the stool, whatever. Nobody has ever done that. And if I know Crawford, he's going to want to go for something that ain't nobody claimed from Canelo yet, just to shut y'all up even more. Because that's how used to he is. People coming at him sideways, people doubting him, people telling him what he's not going to be, hating on him, holding him back. His whole career he's been hated. Like I said, this is nothing new to him. He's used to being behind the line. He's used to being the doubted one. You calling him little, and all he been doing since he strapped on a pair of gloves is shutting y'all up and making y'all eat fucking crow. Canelo said it. Listen, Crawford already said it once. He said, watch. All you fans talking shit, y'all gonna be crying in the end. When? You think the crowd didn't fear that? You think they ain't feel it? They know that he wasn't joking in it, and they knew he was serious about what he was talking about. That's why I was wondering why the Canelo fan base is going so light on Crawford. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think y'all going light on Crawford. I thought y'all be way more vicious, way more volatile, say way more fucked up shit, definitely racial shit. But I noticed y'all going kind of light on Crawford. See, that was the main thing that I was counting on. The Latino fan base aggravating him to the point he get an ass whooping like Errol Spence did. You know? But maybe I should have shut my mouth. And maybe I should have said that. Because when I did say that, I noticed that y'all ain't really... y'all ain't going on him like no Demetrius Andrade or no shit like that. And y'all treat everybody the same. But I noticed with Crawford, you know, y'all keeping it kind of PG. Concerned? You should be, bro. Because at the end of the day, when you guys left, that was all because your favorite fighter was a yellowback. You should have fought David Benavidez. That's the loss that his career could stand to take a loss to, is a David Benavidez. But 3 weight classes down, coming up, and a black guy? Oh my God. They're going to be on suicide watch.